Hollywood Studios today, day one of the holiday, and looking forward to a Ronto wrap.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. You might have to do the talking for me though, today. Have you noticed I've lost my voice?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quiet. Best holiday ever, I think.
So we're going here to do the Star Wars stuff. Star Wars stuff. And we're going to look into getting a DAS pass as well, a disability pass. We couldn't get one online before we came out. We managed to get one for Universal Studios.
I will too.
And that's quite easy, well, easier to get. They wouldn't let us get one when we were in the UK, so we have to sort it out while we're here. So I'll let you know how easy that was, or how difficult it was, when we go through the process. To get a DAS pass is proving quite difficult, actually. We've got a real reason to get one. Anthony can't, there's no way he can stand for long, so he'd be no good in queues, unfortunately. So we went to guest services as soon as we got into Hollywood Studios, and they said we need to do a live chat. So none of our phones are very good. They don't work very well in America, so they've given us an iPad. We went all the way through the live chat. Helena did, and they said they don't, because I've got the tickets on my account. It's got to be me that does the live chat, which is fine, but then we've had to go back through. So I think so far it's taken half an hour and we haven't actually spoken to anybody yet. So yeah, it's a shame because it's so much easier in Universal Studios. Well, I'm absolutely fuming. They wouldn't give us a DAS pass. A DAS pass is for people with autism, they said, or similar illnesses. So the fact that Anthony can't wait in line, stand in line, walk through a line, doesn't matter. And we can't get a DAS pass. Absolutely fuming. So I asked if there was anybody else I could speak to, and I said that we are really unhappy with Disney, but there was nobody else I could speak to, and they really didn't care. So fuming. If it was up to me, I would just ask for our money back and leave in disgust. Never return. But obviously, you've got to make the most of a bad situation. So we will carry on, but really, really not happy with Disney. Hi, okay, we're back home now. I'm just about getting my voice back, but I just wanted to explain to you exactly what happened when we arrived in Hollywood Studios, just to make you understand a bit more. We didn't think for a moment that we'd have an issue getting DAS pass, because it was needed, as I said. My fantastic brother-in-law Anthony and his wonderful, wonderful wife and family. Anthony's really not well, and this was a holiday of a lifetime for him. He can't stand in line. He's got a terminal illness, and this was a dream holiday for us all, and a chance for us to spend time together. So what better place to do that than Disney, of course. So we went to Disney, and we had these big ideas of, Disney's fantastic, it's a wonderful company, they'll help us out. All we need to do is explain our needs, and there you go. When we got to Hollywood Studios and had the conversation online with the woman, she asked Anthony and Helena to explain exactly why Anthony needed that pass, which was heartbreaking enough to just, admit how ill he really is. And they found it difficult, obviously. We all found it very difficult. At the end of that conversation, they were in tears. It was quite difficult, especially in front of us all. And the woman that we spoke to had just a very plain, there was just no expression at all And she said, no, sorry, I'm not going to give you a pass. And we said, yeah, but how are we going to work out the lines? You know, he can't wait in line. Yes, he's got a mobility scooter, but he finds it difficult. He's just getting used to being in a wheelchair / mobility scooter. He doesn't want to be in amongst the crowds and everything. How are we going to work this? She said, the only thing I can suggest is that half of it, there were 6 of us, so half of you go through the lines, bearing in mind the lines were about 70-80 minutes wait on, because we wanted to do Star Wars. So she said half of you go through the lines and the other half wait outside, i.e. Anthony. And when you get to the front of the line, then you ring Anthony and he'll come with whoever's with him then to the front of the lines. So I said, well, this is a family holiday to spend time with each other. This is, you know, a rare opportunity that we've got to spend our dream holiday together. So that's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. If we're spending 70 minutes apart a few times a day, that's, you know, that is most of the day. So, you know, is there anything you can do to help? No. Is there anybody else I can speak to? No. Is there anything we can do? No. So I said, right, so you want us as a family to split up and spend most of the day apart? Yes. So I said, well, a DAS pass is supposed to be there to help people with disabilities. So is it, you know, can you do anything? No, we can't do anything. It's just purely now for people with autism or such things. Now, I totally understand autism. I'm very well aware of it. And I'm not saying that people with autism don't deserve a DAS pass. Of course they do. I totally agree. But Disney needs to look at individual needs. They need to look at individual people. And I don't feel as if we were supported as a family at all. We were listened to at all. I felt as if we were totally ignored, just totally ignored. And as much as I was trying to get a point across that this, you know, we need, of course, we're not entitled to a DAS pass, but it would have helped us so much stay together as a group, as a family, which is what we wanted to do. We only had a limited amount of time anyway, because Anthony needs a lot of breaks. So we were there for probably 4 hours maximum until he needed to go back and have a break. So it's just a shorter period of time that we could spend in the Disney parks. And we had these huge dreams of this is going to be a wonderful family dream holiday to totally our dreams being dashed. I wrote a complaint letter while we were there actually to Disney, and I said my brother-in-law, a man we love dearly, has got a cruel condition that takes away his mobility, his independence and sometimes hope. This trip to Disney has meant a dream, once in a lifetime experience for our family to share together. But we found Disney to be lacking compassion and just total barriers constantly. In Disney's eyes, he did not fit the narrow criteria that you have set. We asked, pleaded and tried to find another way, but we were just told no. Instead, we were given a solution that made no sense: to split our family up, separate on every ride and make an already difficult situation even harder. Again, let me just say that people with autism, of course, need a DAS pass, but disability isn't a one-size-fits-all, and the struggles that my brother-in-law faces are real and they should not have been ignored. Every guest with special needs deserves to be treated as an individual, not a number. What hurt the most wasn't just the denial of a pass, but it was the feeling of being unimportant, of being turned away when we needed support the most. Realising that to Disney, our family's experiences didn't matter. A dream holiday should not become a struggle. A family should not be made to feel like they don't belong, and a person with a disability should never feel invisible in the place that promises to make dreams come true. Just remember, Disney,
that you're not just about the castle, the rides, the fireworks. It's also about kindness, understanding, and making every guest feel valued. Anyway, that email of complaint that I sent them was quite long and explained exactly how I felt and how disappointed I was. And to make matters even worse, I just got a generic email back saying, we're sorry you feel this way. And yes, the DAS pass is for people with disabilities such as autism. And that's it, that's the bottom line. So I just wanted to explain that to you and and explain a bit more about why we felt as if a DAS pass would have been beneficial for us as a family. On with the video.
It's making me dizzy.
Toy Story Land.
Welcome, new toys. Rex and me are just adding some pretty fine
So
touches.
45 minutes wait for Toy Story Mania. Hey! I would say the crowds are quite heavy. Whether or not other people think they are. Seems pretty crowded. And a lot of people walking in front of Anthony's mobility scooter, which is really annoying him. Obviously, this is the first time we've come to Disney using a mobility scooter, so we haven't noticed that before. But it is. Some people can be so rude. The theming around you is brilliant. Really, really good. We just had a Bronto wrap. I don't know whether you can hear me. And now we're going on to, is this Smuggler's Run, Pandy?
Concentrate. Where are the
Very noisy you.
Fast Targo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Fast Targo. BB-8. Prep the ready room for recruits. Commander 9 known. Please report.
The Millennium Falcon. Unload for some very fast and very profitable expedition.
Engineers who are fixing up the ship, just hit those buttons when they turn green to repair us, okay? Sound good?
Okay.
Alright, guys, when you get into the cockpit, your bag's gonna go right by your feet for me. Alright, Honda's ready for you. Head on down to your left. You'll have a good flight. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You've come to us. Take evasive action.
I couldn't think of a quick answer there.
Pilots, into the center. Do you see those big white rings? Would you fly?
Sound the alarm. All personnel to their stations.
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
What's happening? Good. Wait. We need you for a covert operation. Keep an eye out for any resistance.
I love the fact that in Hollywood studios these guys are just walking around. You see them up there as well in the distance. We saw the child earlier on, that was really cute.
New build process, which we're about to demonstrate today. Now, working the projector is an old friend of ours, the Swedish chef. Chef, everything okay? Exactly.
Well, I was really disappointed. We just went to get on, what's it called?
G-Force Records.
G-Force Records.
G-Force Records.
Is that the name of it now?
Aerosmith rock and roll.
Aerosmith.
Oh, that's it.
Aerosmith. So we queued up for an hour, and then we were next on in line, and they closed it. So we said, oh, well, they'll probably give us like a fast track, like a lightning lane, and we really wanted to go on Slinky Dog, but there was a huge queue. So we thought at least we can go on there. But the passes, the lightning lane they gave us, has got to be used today, got to be used here, and can't be used on Rise of the Resistance or Slinky Dog. So Disney does it again. But we lasted until 5 o'clock, which I think is pretty good. Seems Anthony normally has us sleep between 2 and 4, done really well. We've all done really well since we had that flight yesterday. We were travelling for hours and hours, but it's just been a bit of a letdown. Disney has been today. We've still had fun and enjoyed spending time with each other, but not with any help at all from Disney.
We
hope you enjoyed your visit to Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye!
Bye!
Yeah.
That's cool.
God, look at all the cars. Crazy.
Oh my god, look at that. Yes, thousands of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just about see it. So we think...
Zoom in?
Yeah, but it's because we're on the side of the... We think they're testing fireworks in Epic Universe. Can you see them? Yay. That's the only thing that's over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Close to be Disney, it's not Universal, it's the wrong direction.
Open it.